Hello and welcome back to RimWorld. My name is Tobal. Everyone is recovering from our latest little adventure and raid attempt on our colony, so we're doing pretty good. We feel pretty good other than Ellie, I think. She's not having a great time with life. She's pretty grumpy, I think, because she keeps getting into unsightly environments. She's also in a good deal of pain. I think she was recently. Oh no, she's got gut worms, that's right. Her and a couple other colonists wound up getting gut worms, which is not, as far as I can tell, it's not life-threatening. It's just more annoying and a constant, a constant annoyance to the colonists. So, not a great experience, I'm sure. What we're doing right now is continuing to try to clean up the bedroom area. We're going to install some new beds in here, hopefully make this area hospitable, and move everyone in. Once that's accomplished, I'm probably just going to go crazy and tear down everything, and then reorganize the entire base. So we'll still have lots of wood. I will more than likely put everyone on construction duty and have them help out. So, since the last episode, I have actually added just a couple more mods based on a couple recommendations. We now have the run and gun mod, which I've not really messed with much, so I don't quite know how it works, other than the fact that you're supposed to be able to, well, you have a melee weapon, so that's not really useful, is it? You're supposed to be able to shoot and move at the same time. So that should be helpful. We also have let me pull up somebody who's got, say, a rifle. What's your shooting? 7 here. So we're going to do this. Oh, it's an option when you had them in the military, apparently. So what if you do that? Now, if I also grab as sidearm, there we go. So right now, our character has, yeah, so we actually have a pistol and a sidearm. Sorry, a shotgun and a sidearm. This is the sidearm mod. It lets you do a little bit of auto switching, I think, right now. So, I believe if you had like a melee weapon, let's see. I think if I have a melee weapon, the character will automatically switch between... Oh wow, that's actually quite a bit of... I didn't realize how many weapons that is. So we have a shotgun, a pistol, and a melee weapon. That's pretty impressive. I'm curious to see what happens when someone gets close. So I think that's what this auto switch allows them to do, is pick the best weapon for the situation. So I'm really curious how smart the intelligence there is for that mod. Otherwise, looking pretty good. We're just waiting for a couple more things to get done. Our new farms are doing just fine. We need to get some construction done. So who's on construction? That was supposed to be Worm and Logan. So, oh, you know what? By the last episode, that's right, we actually made an order for a bunch of t-shirts because there is a caravan request to give us a bionic ear, incendiary launcher, and a pila, a thrown spear. So, I feel like maybe that might be a good reason to invest in making some t-shirts, because maybe we can get, was it Azazel who's our transhumanist? Yeah. So maybe we can grab Azazel a nice hearing, or ear, a bionic ear. We also have a really good medic, so that shouldn't be too hard to do. This is like a medic central right now. We have so many medics passing by. What is your bio? A night owl, body purist, and abrasive. Well, you're just tons of fun, aren't you? So we're still expecting a couple more big attacks soon. The first sapper raid, I think, is really going to hurt, because we're very susceptible right now to sappers, because they can just plow right through this wooden wall and kind of tear us up a bit. Now, we got really lucky here on this raid. They did break through the door, but we were able to kind of hold them off with our bunkers, and I think it was it Bert? Maybe? Somebody had melee. I think it might have been Worm. So he helped out and got kind of stuck in down there. So that was super helpful. What else are we doing here for mining? You really shouldn't have a whole lot of things to mine, honestly. At this point, you're just trying to clear out the area. What is Ellie up to these days? Oh, she's trying to train Boxer in, I think, obedience. She's actually doing the... Oh, no, she's still trying to do the basic stuff. That's 7 units for hauling. I don't know if I want to bother with that, since hauling is not as painful anymore because of the mods we have. We might not have to worry about that. I think for the moment, I am going to skip the crafting and go on to the job of cleaning the house, cleaning things up. Nice. Worm is building Not really the best timing for it, but I forgot I did actually put down some construction work. What, we want to have everyone do this for a bit? Let's have everyone work on construction, because we've got a lot of stuff we want to do, and it's not getting done, except Ellie. I want Ellie to keep focusing on cleaning for a bit. Actually, I want to watch what you're doing, because I don't feel like you're actually doing much cleaning. There you go. It's awkward that she cleans in, like, little batches and goes... She doesn't clean, like, an entire room. I think it's based on, like, a weird recalculation and then distance. Alright, so she's working hard to clean that up. And she's going to snap at some point. She's really had low mood for quite a few days. So I'm very surprised that she's not broke yet. She's sick. It's unsightly. It's cold. She slept outside, apparently. Maybe... Now her room is closed in. So there's a chance she might not be grumpy about that next time around. Let's also order a wall to be put in here. Oh, that's not cool. Man-hunting wargs? Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, why don't we have anybody who's closest to a piece of wood? Who's our actual constructor? It's going to be Logan or Worm. So Logan is here. Worm is just as close. Let's have Logan focus on building this door. Oh, we really need to... How many is it? It's only 3. That's not as bad as it could be. Maybe they'll get locked in traps. What I want to try to do is beat them to this open door, or they're going to try to go through the trap. But normally they're very smart, and they know... Damn, that's not going to work out. Okay, we're going to have to get everyone together. Now, I haven't been reassigning weapons in a bit, so let's take a look at that. Adamir, you have a shotgun. Ellie, you have nothing, and you are a good shot, so let's have you grab the rifle. Adamir has pump shotty. You've got a bow. Is there anything better? Not really. Let's have you pick up a sidearm. A Cyberdink has, of course, I think the shotgun we just issued him. Worm has melee. Let's have Worm just back us up as the melee assistant. Yeah, they're coming right on through already. So hopefully we can get our forces in range pretty quickly. Logan, you don't have jack right now, so let's have you go inside and grab a pistol. Not much else you can do until you have something decent. Alright, we're going to put everyone at the edge of this bridge. No, get back on the bridge. What is your deal? You also don't have anything, so I'm just going to release you. We'll just have everyone stay in place. Alright, pull back across the river here, and we'll try to have Worm hold them off across the bridge. Get him, Worm. Well struck, sir. Well struck. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was surprisingly not as awful as it could have been. Let's unassign Logan, and I think we're okay. Okay, so that was not the greatest. Another event from our storyteller. What were we up to? We were still constructing things, I believe. Yes, we know Ellie basically hates life right now. I feel silly for making all these dang carpets, but I guess it will help out down the road. A warg is hunting Boxer for food. Well, why don't you... Boo! No! No, Boxer, no! How strong is Boxer? Let's get Adamir over there. Adamir has a pretty decent close-up weapon. Oh no, he got a stun in first. Oh no! His left eye is scratched. Boxer, fight back! Boxer, fight back! What are you doing? Oh no! And just like that, our beautiful Timberwolf of 10 years old has been Shrek'd. You know what? Yeah, you're gonna get it there, boyo. Good job, Adamir. You're doing... It's honest to God, it's a shotgun. Very nice. He actually did switch to the knife, though. I'm quite impressed by that. Sadly, you know, we don't make anything go to waste, so we are going to haul our good friend to be eaten. Oh, that's interesting. He actually dropped the... Huh. He dropped the shotgun when he switched weapons, so that was kind of unique. Awkward. Lock, auto switch on draw. Don't quite know what all these settings are, so I'll have to mess with these a bit to find out maybe what the right order of things is. Maybe I have too many weapons. That could be part of it. And wasn't Adamir yours? Oh, that's really sad. I'm pretty bummed about that. We do need to get our chef to get back to cooking, so I'm going to change that order up a little bit. I guess I can give it back to... For the people who are really bad at it, we don't have to have them do it. But people who have interest in it or have a passion, I'm going to have them focus on construction because we really need to get these rooms set up so we can move on with the rest of the base. We also need to rip up all this flooring, all this area, build the other walls and pieces like that. So lots to build. I mean, you know, honestly, I could just cancel this and work on these later on, but it's fine. We'll just run the days. We'll run the speed at 3 for a little bit. Oh, boxer. That's a bummer. Ooh, but we did get auto doors, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Auto doors, if you're unfamiliar, will automatically open and close a door when you're moving through it, thus keeping the door open for a shorter amount of time. Makes things really good, especially for going into your freezer, so you don't have as much air escape out. How are we doing on power? Grid access. Okay, so we always have a decent amount of power right now. Are lights only used when someone's in the room? Do I just not have a light in here? I thought I had a light in all these rooms, but I guess not. No, I think they were not ceilinged off or something. So, I think this defensive line can probably keep us safe for a while. Wow, our cooking is horrible too. What in the world is happening? What are you doing? Like, why are you not cooking things, chef? Is it because... I honestly don't know. Cyberdink, let's watch you for a bit. You're playing horseshoes. That's awesome. Doing real good at horseshoes, buddy. Everyone's starving, but that's okay. That's no big deal, honestly. So weird. I mean, he's not bothering to make meals the last couple days. I don't think I've had Cyberdink on. Maybe I did have him on construction though. That might have been part of it. Diver is insulting Bert, of course, because why not? God, this break risk is gonna get us in real trouble here. I mean, you ate raw food, you're sick, you slept in the cold. I don't know what to do about you, to be honest, other than maybe we give her... We unassign this from Logan and give this to Ellie. That might be the only option. At least she has a room inside where it's nice and pretty. We're almost done with all this construction. Then we should start spreading out to the other areas. Adamir's all healed up. Worm is now grumpy, probably because they don't have a bed. You're still eating outside, I think. Oh, we're so close. Carpet does add quite a lot to the room, although maybe, you know, the fact that we have raw, or I should say unfinished stone walls might make them grumpy anyways, but it is something to get done out of the way. Seems like we're starting to do the other jobs now. I want this wall repaired soonish, built, and the other walls have to be repaired. In fact, I might even cancel all this, these graves here. And I might put this farther away. Because we might do a double layer of walls at some point soon. We have components. We've got... Yeah, we do have components. We have enough to start building the turrets as well. We'll, yeah, so a couple of spaceship chunks fell from the sky. That actually gives you construction materials. Sorry. It's component materials. That's what it is. Now Worm is like having a complete breakdown. Slept outside, slept in the cold. I mean, you can sleep in here, buddy. That should be okay. Is it terribly cold in here? It's only 16 degrees. This doesn't really feel like it's the cold. I guess outside it actually is down to about 11 or so. Even though it's permanent summer for the most part. I'm gonna disassemble all these beds now because we should have enough to have everyone move into the new rooms. On that note, I'm also going to go ahead and disassemble a lot of the other materials here. Now, you got to be really careful when you start to do a remodel because... Oh my gosh. Literally the worst timing possible. Okay, so... Here's the fun thing about a cold snap. We are now in stone, which means I can't actually... Like, I can't put a vent here because we'd have to finish it first or something like that. So what I think I need to do is open all the doors and put down a... let's put down a couple heaters here in the hallway. We honestly might need one more heater on each side. We'll try 4 heaters right now. That might be overkill, and we will eventually disassemble them. But cold snaps are really, really ugly. They're going to kill all the crops first, basically. Then we're going to lose... Anyone who's outside will start to get frostbite over time. Now, I don't know if it's because it's less intense. Like, it's already less cold than it normally would be in this general biome. Maybe that's not going to hit us as hard. Who is the best? Logan? Are you sleeping? All right. As soon as you wake up, man, we need to get on it. Yeah, he's already in a -2-degree room. He's going to start feeling hypothermia at some point relatively quick. Okay, I'm actually going to manually give him that order to work on the heater now. Luckily, I think we have all the steel and components we need for a cold snap. If we have... So if all their doors open up, there goes all of our plants. Okay, if all these turn on, this should heat up all the hallway and then all the bedrooms, because all these doors are going to be forced open. So... Okay, we actually just ran out of steel, so hopefully it's heating to at least 12 or so degrees, which is enough to keep people from freezing. If people get really bad, what I'm going to do is set a new zone. Let's see, we're going to do, rename this to warm. If I can spell. So I'm going to set this zone in this area here. So if it gets really, really cold, what I can do is restrict everyone's movements to the warm zone. And that will let everyone kind of warm up for a bit and kind of protect themselves a little more. Then they'll, you know, we can let them go and then they'll go about their day. I really only do that for people who start to get hypothermia, though. -7 I thought would be pretty bad, but it doesn't seem too horrible. We have a lot of unhappy people, though. I really want to get the construction stuff finished up very soon. So everything's done here except for a couple pieces of carpet. We are out of cloth. I think that's why they're not doing that anymore. Okay, they finished this part. Can I have you repair this, please? Maybe... Yeah, that works. Excellent. Okay, so we've at least repaired the outer wall. We are out of steel, though. All this stuff needs to be removed. I think this is a construction job, though, too. All the removals are construction jobs. Disassembly is a construction job. Logan's exhausted, so he's actually going to rest. Honestly, we really need to... Can I just have everyone just deconstruct a bed? Don't mind that Azazel's sleeping in it. No big deal. Okay. So now everyone's going to relocate to their new beds. Ellie is, like, suicidal. Like, she is really, really bad. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you observed a rotting corpse. I mean, I'm so sorry about that. Can you maybe haul these corpses away? It's really not going to help you because you're already grumpy about that. I wonder if they have like a mental break. Do they accidentally go through traps because they just can't mentally handle it? I'm kind of curious about that. You're a really bad shot, so I'm not going to give you that shotgun, but I am going to have you haul it. Hey, we finished finally one actual turret, which is going to be cool. I'm going to flip the switch off so that this turret doesn't use and drain power for us. We have a fire. Okay, someone's already putting that out. Thank you so much. Super cold. Everyone's still super grumpy. I mean, it's only down to 1, although at nighttime it's going to get even colder. I think I'm going to cancel this order because it's not going to affect us that much. Next up for this area is to deconstruct pretty much everything there. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, guys. I completely agree with you. It will look a lot better once things are a bit more cleaned up. So it's just so much not happening. I'm a little disappointed with it. Is it because we have too much on hauling? Really, I guess only Diver and Ellie need to be doing most of that work. Oh, crap. Ellie just went berserk, which is like the worst possible shit. And she's gonna have a rifle, too. It's basically the worst possible break you can have right now, because she'll attack anyone and anything. We need to get Azazel out of the way. I don't want to have to engage her. I want her to, because I think they can just stand down on their own over time. So let's manually get people restricted away from her. Calm down, Ellie. Just calm down, Ellie. Step away. It's gonna be okay. Ugh. Soaking wet. 8 without a table. We're uncomfortably close to a chain of breaks here. I'm just having so much trouble with everyone not really doing what I was hoping they would do. Can you guys just go into your bedrooms, I think? I think they might do that. At some point, I hope... No, almost. Watching for targets. God, she's so aggressive. I would really love it if you were inside. Dude, you are like a super late sleeper. Why don't you go into your bedroom? Losing plants because of the cold. Well, there's a chance that Ellie might just pass out from hypothermia. Nope, no. Not safe place, buddy. I do think the berserking like will end eventually. She'll have some kind of a I don't know if it's like catharsis or something like that that makes her just a little bit better. Or she'll starve and just pass the hell out. She's her gutworms are gonna get bad at some point too. She'll need tending on that. Alright, no one can go outside for a bit. I'm sorry, but Ellie is too damn dangerous, especially with a rifle. I could try to sneak up this wall, and we could try to like just ambush her as a group and melee her. Alright, we'll give everybody their jobs back. Okay, Ellie's berserk rage has come to an end. Got it. Oh my gosh. Alright, it is dark times at New Eden, mostly because of the Overseer Tobal's terrible decision-making skills. So, why aren't we deconstructing stuff right now? Like, what's the deal? Do we just have too much happening in the other areas? Azazel has hypothermia. Very serious hypothermia, so we're actually going to restrict him to a room up here. Serious hypothermia will inhibit their movement, so they actually can get so bad that they can't move out of the danger area anymore. Is everyone this bad? He might actually be naked. That might be part of the problem. We do have a couple of steel traps that need to get undone. I mean, you guys basically just suck at construction, though, don't you? No, you don't. You're good. You're okay at it. Yeah, I think for the most part, everyone that I've got assigned is fairly good. I do want to bring Diver back to hauling, so we'll put that on a higher priority level. We will adjust the priorities here in a bit. Right now, I'm kind of making everyone do the similar amount of work. Azazel needs to be restricted, though, actually. At least until some of the hypothermia wears off. What are you up to, Logan? You're just hauling steel to a mini turret. How about this? How about I cancel pause all outstanding build orders. And, you just kind of do whatever you can. I really want to get to the deconstruction phase pretty soon. Logan's obviously our best construction person, so I'd rather they work on the, what's needed there. Is deconstruction not a thing? Is that not... Maybe they just absolutely have to finish all the other things first. Alright, is Azazel better? He's pretty grumpy right now. Okay, we're going to release Azazel because he's getting super pissed off. Oh, it's really not pretty right now. I thought we'd be able to do this a lot quicker with like 8 people, but everyone's like getting super sassy. Alright, we're starting to tear down some walls. All right, let me readjust this because I'm obviously making things a lot worse than they are. I'm going to turn all the jobs off for a second so I can get my bearings here. We have enough food. I don't have to worry about growing for the next, like, 10 seconds, okay? Construction. So we really just want... Let's get ourselves back to the basics here. I don't think I'm going to be able to work on the t-shirt thing for a hot minute because I wanted to get focused on everything else. So we will keep the researchers here. Both of them doing managing work if they're available. Yeah, doctors always tend to everyone else before they tend to themselves. Got it. So Cyberdank, of course, the cook. He's only got the cooking job. Check. The Adamir is only doing the negotiation, so he's also going to do the growing, the plant cutting. Check. I'm trying to go back to basics here because I'm I'm obviously getting everyone all sorts of screwed up. So Logan's going to go back to construction. We'll do Azazel, of course, is doing research, negotiate. We don't really want Azazel to hunt for a bit. So that's fine. We'll take that off. Bert, we're going to take you off cooking. And you're doing the evening shift while Azazel does the morning shift. Or reverse that. Worm is also going to help on construction. And then he's going to, she's going to dig. Is it he or she, Worm? I cannot tell. Female colonist, perfect. Diver is doing only hauling and cleaning. Same thing with Ellie. Except one's going to have a higher priority than the other. And you're also helping with handling and hunting. Right. Okay. These are the rough basics. I want to just get everyone down to their raw job right now because we're having some problems with between food and you know, people being grumpy about their living conditions. Diver, what are you working on in hauling? There's a lot. I guess there's a lot of stuff to haul. And really, Logan's the only one, along with construction. The who else had it? Logan and Worm are the only ones who are going to be working on this for a bit. Okay. Who's about to have a break? Let's see if we can help them out. Serious pain. Yeah, these damn gut worms are killing our ass. Just hardcore. Recreation unfilled. Transhumanist frustrated. Okay, so Azazel will constantly be upset about not having a part. Maybe it's every once in a while. Ellie is just still absolutely terrible. Can I... You have so much stuff going on. You're so pissed. For good reason. Serious pain, malnourished. She will eat eventually, which should clear up the raw food and the malnourished part. Ate without a table. Well, that was my bad. What else do you have here? Disturbed sleep. Spacious interior. Low X. Oh, she did have her catharsis. So that is what happens when she went crazy and tried to kill everyone. She's like, I'm happy I got to express my feelings. Well, yeah, you try to kill everyone. Goodness sake. Okay, so can we speed it up a bit? It's just looking really rough outside right now. Probably Azazel's having... No, Adamir this time is having serious hypothermia. So we are going to have to temporarily restrict Adamir into the warm area. I wasn't ready for this, and it's my fault for not predicting that we're going to have some problems with a cold snap or something. We didn't have any temperature stuff. And to be honest, I really should have had it ready to go. But I was spoiled by the fact that it's permanent summer in this area. But it can still kick your ass really, really quick. Who's got, like, tattered clothes? Bert and Ellie. Their clothes are both screwed up. What are you working on? Some random trap out here? Okay, fair enough. Once you get this done, though, that should be it for this general vicinity. I hope. Okay, go do something useful. Sure, like sleeping. Why not? Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, so we have a Aurora happening. So everyone's going to have a little bit of a boost. How much does it have? Maybe you have to be outside to see it. That might make sense. Adamir has to heal up from the frostbite. Oh, his little toe got frostbite. That's depressing. Alright, he's good. Oh god, thank you. The cold snap is finally over with. I'm going to immediately cancel these. You know what? No, we're not going to do that because we don't need more people doing construction jobs. Alright, so I'm going to start giving them the orders for how the rooms are going to look at, you know, like the layout is going to be. So we're going to have a 3-wide hallway. And like I mentioned, it's gonna look like supreme garbage for just a few minutes while we get everything set. I really want these damn fields to get fixed up. You know what? I'm getting too ahead of myself. I really need to wait for all this to get done. What are you doing? He is getting there. He's repairing stuff. I'm amused that repairing is like a higher priority than removing floor. I guess that kind of makes sense, but... Okay, he's finally starting to remove stuff, and that actually moves really quick. So here's to hoping that Logan's going to be able to finish off the floors here really soon. I think I need to start setting up new designated areas. This is a dark time in our past here. Bert doesn't have anything to do, so we're going to give Bert a hauling job. Because it is the daytime and Azazel's working. In fact, we'll switch that so that both of them have the hauling job. In fact, yeah, that's fine. We'll just give them those two the job right away. Cool, you guys are picking up floors, cleaning things off. Life is looking a little bit better. So, how do we want to lay this out? Remember the plans here. The plan tile is our rough idea. So this is the main hallway. It doesn't mean that everything has to run off that permanently. But it was kind of what I was hoping to have. So this area over here is kind of differential space. It's not really that clear. So maybe this can just be kind of recreation. This could be a courtyard around the geyser. We could actually have it maybe all the way out to, say, something like here. So what would we do with that information? So maybe the wall would be here. And then this could be separated. If this is the hallway, we could have a... How big is this? This is from wall to wall. It's about 26. So we have like a... Maybe one room that's 13 wide, one room that's 14 wide. Then we have the same thing on the other side. Or we have a... There's a main hallway here. We can also do... This could be the guest quarters, for lack of a better term. Like, this is going to be a really big zone that has lots of guest beds. It might have a shopping area, things like that. We'll leave that open. But the food can go in this area here. So we can start looking at the food. So food, recreation, and then more construction. So maybe the same thing. How deep did this wall go? We did this about 9 from the hallway. 9 off the hallway. So something like that. I know it looks super funky. It'll make more sense once everything comes into play. So the main hallway here, we've got rooms on either side, so we can have a room for, I don't know, whatever kind of construction we want to do. Okay, let's get the... He's still working on all that stuff, so we're almost there. I'd much prefer to tear everything down and just really quick build it up, but the problem is all the ceilings will collapse in, and life will not be good for us. So we'll wait till everyone gets this stuff done. I think we've got a couple seconds of calming down here. Azazel's still inside. Does he come out to see the, not really. Oh, he's working inside the research den. Okay, we finally gotten that done. Next up, real quick. Walls for the hallway. Check. Where did I see the next hallway will be? Something like here. I may have to adjust this entire thing, because I think we wanted to have an extra space, didn't we? Nah, whatever. We'll deal with it. We could always put a geothermal here and just ignore the giant hole in the ground. If you guys have ever played the Sim Ant, this really reminds me of the hole that you jumped in Sim Ant. I know that came out of nowhere. Sim Ant is a glorious game, though. Way ahead of its time. Okay. So it's going to look really hot and messy here for a couple seconds as everything gets shuffled around. For sure. How do we want to do some of the storage for food? We want to do... I think I mentioned I want to do off the main hallway. So this is the corner wall here. So food can be brought into the chef's workshop. The refrigerator on one side, maybe, the chef's workshop, and the dining hall. So this could be the dining hall. This could be a really long dining hall, too. Then we could have this, actually, almost as it is, we could have it as is, be... Let's see, we need to deconstruct this little bit here. Hopefully that won't collapse any roofs down. So this could be one long dining hall, and then this turns into, let's see, this is going to be the dining hall here, one long dining hall. This is going to be the crafting room, which we don't really need that much space for. Maybe I can put another hallway back here for something else. And then this could be the freezer. So really, we need to look out for... I guess we could just have the whole thing be the freezer. One cool little trick you can do for the freezer... and I'll have to find a way to... I think we can do it like this, unless it's too high of a ceiling. Remove roof area. There we go. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a bit. It has to be... 2 or 3 wide? Alright, so we need to start getting new storage zones. We need to have people start to... Sorry, Worm, I didn't mean to get you trapped in there. We need to have people start shuffling things over. It's such a hot mess, you guys, I know. It looks so bad. I have the worst trouble visualizing things when they're not completely done. So it's really challenging for me to kind of get a sense when there's already things in the way. So we'll adjust these as needed. So I just wanted to make sure I've got the food settled, because that's going to be a big one. So like I said, this will be a nice sized dining hall, maybe out to here. We could then have another hallway run in the back. So do we want to have it split again? So maybe just a 2 wide hallway this far deep, and then these are more rooms over here? That kind of makes sense. So nice big dining hall, nice big area to do food in, then a nice big storage area. Maybe the food stops there. That's enough room to do 1, 2, 3, space 1, 2, 3, with 2 spaces between them. Yeah, okay, we'll do that, and that means this wall has to go. And we have to do another new wall. You guys are gonna be like, what in the world is happening right now? And that's okay. That's okay. We will definitely get there. This is gonna be right here. We'll do something like this, and we'll do something like this for the moment. Oh, goodness. Too many construction jobs, not enough people to do them. Yeah, I could put this out here. So what I'm thinking of is when you have the freezers, you have to have somewhere for the heat to go. So I can't just put it like against on the other side of a wall, because this is all inside the base, so to speak. What I can do is remove the roof on a couple tiles though, and all the heat will escape. You don't really need to do that, but it makes sense to me. I missed new lover. Cyberdank has attracted Ellie by drawing attention to his own stylishness. Ellie became aroused and agreed to become Cyberdank's lover. Well done, Cyberdank. Adnamare and Azazel, I think, are also still together. They've been together quite a while. Maybe we need some wedding bells soon? Perhaps, possibly. Do we need to have a marriage spot for that to happen? We shall see. One of these rooms is going to be a room for just stone chunks. Hey, look at that. I dropped the marriage spot, and Adnamare proposed to a lifelong commitment to Azazel. Wonderful. So they're going to waste a bunch of... totally get married, and that's great for them. Hooray. Waste a bunch of our damn time and resources by not doing their jobs. I'm not upset. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. Tearing down all the food stuff is going to be annoying until we get that back up and running again. So we want to try to get this changed around as quickly as we can. It seems like our intrepid engineers are working quite quickly on that, though. Trying to watch Logan so he doesn't get locked in place anywhere. Logan's like, what on earth is happening here? What on earth? I know, buddy. Why don't we give everyone but the construction workers some hauling orders? So this is going to be food, right? So maybe this is going to be another working area. So let's put a massive stockpile in here. Probably something like this. Gonna remove that door at some point. We're gonna put a wooden door in here temporarily. This is gonna be general storage for everything, just as a catch-all until I get everything cleared up. So I want everyone to go crazy on hauling, except our construction workers, because now we're actually in a crunch time. I need to get everything back up and running before people start to starve or eat raw food or get really pissed off. So we've got at least the basics. We got a dumping zone, we've got a storage zone. So everything should start getting pushed out. We also need to get rid of these damn, these chunks here, because they're going to get really irritated at having all the chunks in the room. I can put the chunks in like an awkward stockpile outside. I might even do that. I think you can do copy settings, paste settings. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's going to be a transformation, I promise. Right now, it just looks like what in the unholy hell is happening. It's going to be a thing of, well, I don't know about beauty. It's going to be a thing for sure. People are like still trying to bring stuff in. I got to kill some of these other stockpiles. We'll kill our food stockpile temporarily. Hopefully, this isn't going to kill all of our frozen food. Okay, so this is big enough for our... This is going to be our food stockpile. We've got to get rid of our research bench. And actually, Logan, can you please prioritize that? We might expand this way in a bit, but I just want to get the main freezer back up and running. Nasty, ugly conduits everywhere. Super awesome. Okay, let's get a... I wish I wouldn't have destroyed that, the zone yet. Stockpile. We're going to do a generic stockpile for everything for food. So food, and then I think drugs. We want to make sure we don't have our drugs go bad. Medicine. That's fine for the moment. Logan, could you please prioritize this and worm? Aren't you the other construction person? Yes, you are. Please work on that as well. Watch us get raided in the middle of this and people are like starving and just super grumpy and pissed off about life. It's gonna be super great. Who's working on this? Okay, you're already working on the cooler. Wonderful. And we'll bring this down to -3 or so. Bert is in a major break risk state. Understandable. I don't exactly blame you. What are you doing? Going for a walk? Just in place? That's fine. So what I'm trying to accomplish is obviously the main thoroughfare to the base. So we've got everything flush with the wall, the inner wall here. So all of our beds are in the back. We're going to come down the long hallway. There's basically 2 exits out of the base. One is across the bridge to take care of the farms. And one is to the south for the rest of the zone. So what I'm trying to do is section things off in a way that makes sense. So this is going to be, for example, now that it's a little bit more clear, a little bit. So the main hallway here, for example, so this is going to be the dining hall. People come in here, and what we're going to have in this room above it is the room where you make your food. This is going to be the kitchen. So the chefs are going to be able to drop the food into these wall coolers that are going to be along this wall here. And so people can walk in, eat, while the chefs just do their thing. And the only door into the freezer is going to eventually be through an airlock, a controlled airlock with auto doors. Bert is getting wasted. Fair enough, buddy. You have fun with that. I understand your pain. Been there before. So the idea is to have one centralized area, so the cooks are the only ones really going into the frozen area. I can probably, like I mentioned, expand this frozen, the refrigerator room all the way probably back to this main wall. The rest of this stuff that I was talking about, I'm trying to make room for other crafting rooms. So we, this could be our main crafting room. We put down a smithy, a clothing shop, everything. You don't really need it to be super organized. You just have to have enough room for all the big devices. So I may adjust these as time goes on. I don't know what the best order of operations is going to be. Let's kill some of these. Do we want to just have this wall go straight up? That might not be a bad idea for the moment. For the mow, we can also then discard all of the inner walls here. We will have to adjust our batteries, but I don't want to touch that just yet. And hopefully we didn't break any conduits yet. We haven't. We probably are going to accidentally disassemble one soonish. Are we actually cold in this room? We are. So at least our food is frozen, or getting frozen, or staying frozen. Let's make our... So people come in here. We'll do a double door. No, we won't do a double door yet. We'll get there when Logan gets back to work. Adnamir's not doing too hot either. Bonded animal died. You're still sick with your damn gut worms that apparently last for, history. I have a lot of people doing hauling. I think this episode might be a little bit longer because I don't really want to stop this reorganization yet. I want to make sure I get this done. What are you up to? Get it? You're doing slate chunks. Okay. Why are you going all the way? What in the Hannah? Let's cancel this hauling job. And these hauling jobs. And this hauling job. We'll get to that down the road. We don't need these right away. Okay, you're rebuilding a trap that must have sprung at some point. Logan is filling in the lovely area here. I guess this can be part giant-ass crafting room and part nice fancy area for guests. So we'll do something like, I don't know, a door in here. I'm going to start removing the plans because I've got the idea in my head. We need to patch up this hole really quick though. We'll also deconstruct the back area. Which else do we need to cancel here? That should be all good. This is the actual room. This is the hallway. So we canceled this and this. Do that. Logan, if you don't mind rushing this so we don't lose any more air out of this room. Right now all the cold air is just rushing out of this door. Perfect. Now it's walled off again. I love that it's like a mystery right now. Everyone's like, what? Like you're trying to look at an artist's painting. Not that I'm saying this is any kind of artwork. Oh God, no. Just trying to understand the madness, perhaps, is really a better example. We're going to expand this zone outward a bit more. This is going to turn into a bigger crafting zone. In fact, this might become the main crafting room, and we might have our stone slabs over here, so that the crafters are even more, I guess, isolated away from the dangerous areas. Ellie's back to being crazy. Hey, I understand. I understand how that goes, Ellie. We still don't have any really decent floors yet. So I guess I'm just going to have to stick with like really cheap... What's the cheapest kind of floor we can do? Wide wooden floorboards. We're going to do this for a bit. We're going to try to at least have a hallway so everyone can walk through. I guess we can actually stop holding the doors open now. We no longer need all the extra heat. In fact, I will give a... Let's just... yeah, I guess we could turn it off. It's not really needed right now. Peace Talks quest. We have a quest with the World Treaty of Adinistan. Adinistan wants to meet up with us, which could possibly improve relations. However, everyone's going crazy and no one's got time for that right now. I also managed to put the only horseshoes like right outside the main door, so we'll have to move those around a bit. Maybe something like, I don't know, recreation, horseshoes, go play off the pier. Sounds good. We'll get there eventually. Why did I do that? Cancel all this. This is way too much to do right now. We'll get to that down the road. We need to start adding in some more lights as well. So we'll do the central corridor, maybe, down the hall. Down the hall. We'll extend our invisible power circuit all the way down to... Where are we going to put batteries? Maybe we'll tuck batteries in here. So it's like 2... How many wide is this? 2... Yeah, that actually is going to be kind of nice if we make this flush. Something like... we'll do it like a wall through here. Here's what we'll do. And we'll do an access panel, an access area here. So power needs to come through the outside, going up into the batteries. And then it can flow back into the base or something. We'll clean this up down the road. I know, I promised that multiple times already. Oh, it's gonna go on. We're gonna have like an hour and 20-minute episode just because I'm obsessed with getting this organized before we leave. I don't want it to be a mess. No, we're not ready for this, you bastards. Wow, they just gave us a treaty possibility too. You bunch of jackasses. Okay. Shotguns, rifles. Unfortunately, they've got some Molotov cocktails, which is going to suck. However, I think our defenses are actually up. So, the downside is we have really weak areas. I'm not sure if they're going to decide to do this or not. Let's turn on the power. I guess we're going to try to get everyone as happy as possible. I need to see who's got what in terms of weapons. Are there any good weapons available right now? We have a shotgun that needs to get picked up, a SMIG, an SMG. Who had a bow? Didn't someone have a freaking bow at some point? You have good shooting, so why don't you grab the machine pistol? You do not have good shooting. You have amazing shooting, so let's have you grab the shotgun. Ellie, you're also good at shooting. I guess we'll just give you the auto pistol. I kind of regret not putting more of these jobs up now. Can I possibly have Logan, like, desperately build this? I think he's got the power out here. He did run power there. They're super close, and actually our area is pretty far back. I'm going to let everyone rest as long as I possibly can. Where are you going, buddy? Nope, nope, nope. Cancel that job. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Alright, they should be beginning their assault pretty soon, so I'm going to get everyone down to their defensive positions, and I think I'm just going to have them be around the corner here, so hopefully we'll be able to react to whatever happens. Okay, here we go. Beginning their assault. They are, it looks like, trying to come through the main gate. So far, so good. I'm not going to jinx it or anything. What are we going to do here? We've got shotguns. I'm going to have the shotguns get really close on the wall from behind here. Machine pistol sounds good. I'm going to cancel the damn order so you can actually stand there under the spot. Worm has, like, snapped, which is great and perfect and wonderful timing, Worm. You are going to die. Somebody didn't get the damn switch, so let's try the power switch. Dude, you are so dead. Oh my god. I'm going to try to arrest Worm. Where's your bedroom normally? Congratulations, you're a prisoner room. What is this? Does this reset everything right now? Okay, they're dying right away. One. Okay, we're gonna grab Worm and rescue him out of the area. Hopefully that wasn't a really good shooter, although I'm leaning towards probably yes. Nice. They lost so many people because of the death trap that they're retreating. Okay, let's give everyone else their thing. Now, are you done being... Well, you're still part of us. You're just having your crazy wanderer phase. Fair enough. We are going to go under the orders here. Right-click on allow and unforbid all items. Hey, you're rolling around in pain. What do you like to do for your life? You're violent. Yeah, you just go get buried probably at some point. Sorry about that, but just don't care. Just you came to kind of kill us, and guess what? Didn't work out for you, did it? All right. What's Logan up to? Wooden horseshoe pin. Yeah, we do need a little bit more entertainment. Don't go for a walk. Go to work, you bugger. Oh, we have so much left to do. Hey, at least things are getting organized. We do have a lot of people doing the hauling jobs right now, so they're pulling all of these chunks out of the bedroom area. Unfortunately, I think chunks are so heavy they can only do like 1 or 2 at a time. I'm going to prop these doors open for a bit. Next time someone goes through, they will prop it open. Our freezer is still frozen. Let's give an order to cut down anything in this storage zone so we can have that space available. You know what? I honestly don't care about these right now. Oh, you were apparently doing that. Steel mini turret. Oh, did I engage that job? That's fine. We will turn the power off. For some reason, it's actually not even working anywho. Curious. Quite curious. Maybe I deconstructed the power line. In fact, I did. So we're going to have one major conduit running through our base here. Let's do all this here. We'll cancel... Okay, we'll cancel everything. And I'll redo that. There we go. Some people starving. No big deal. At all. I'm sure it's not at all horrible. Bert lost his room because we took it away. Or Worm did, sorry. Worm has stopped his wandering sadness. Oh, we gotta get this. We gotta get the food production back going. Holy crap. Can I get anyone else to help me with construction? We'll do this and this. Because... Holy crap, guys. Maybe, I don't know what it is. I thought it used to. Maybe this is such a big project. It used to be a lot faster than this when people were trying to do things like, you know, deconstruct their wall or something like that. They used to react a lot quicker. What are you doing at night, Azazel, right now? Probably just running around doing nothing. Oh, you're gathering chunks. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, guys. I know we're pushing it for a long episode. I do promise to get wrapped up here pretty quickly. I believe we've roughly got the layout that I was hoping for. Ugly as sin, honestly. So bad. Let's replace a wall here that I was hoping to close off. We will deconstruct this, deconstruct that. Like all this stuff has to be deconstructed still. I really just need to calm down on the orders, I think. Hey, we've got lights. Wonderful. How about that? Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to give everyone who has a construction job deconstruct shit better. If I give them the deconstruct priority, maybe we'll get a lot more progress that I was hoping for here. Sure enough. That is much better. That was, this is all I was hoping for, was to get this stuff out of the way. And we're almost basically finalized at this point. We'll cancel this. Put in the rest of the wall here. Big-ass dining room, big-ass food place. Cool, got it. Next. Temperature. Wall refrigerators. Dual wall refrigerator. Here, 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 and here. Cool, wonderful. We'll do... This is going to be the big room for the moment. We don't have to worry about it too much. Let's also put down a couple tables here so people stop going crazy about that. Furniture, we'll do 1x2 tables, or do like a kind of like a lunchroom area. Might even have a little game room in the back or something crazy. Cool. We've got temperature. We've got our... Why are we out of power? Because I deconstructed something I shouldn't have, probably. All right, now we're cooking, guys. Now we're cooking. This is all coming together. The hell was that? Let's do wall here, wall there. We need to get our batteries up. I think we're going to do something like... Yeah, so power comes in over here on this side. Well, the reason I like to have power separated, I like everything to go into the batteries first before it goes into the rest of the base. So... Why don't we have Logan prioritize working on the battery here? We will lose a little bit of power, but I think we're going to be okay in the long run. So basically the power is going to come into the base, go through these batteries, loop out into the other batteries, come all the way down these batteries, and then go back in somewhere like right here. So I need to disconnect the power conduit. I'm just making a big loop with the power. And it's going to go back out into the world. Invisible power conduit comes over here. Let's cancel maybe this one and this one. Put a line here all the way through. It's brilliance in motion, guys. I swear it. I promise you. Not quite. You know, it's kind of like chaos theory, I think, is more accurate. Look at our little constructors go, though. Everyone's got the construction job. Everyone's like, oh my god, we just want to eat. Please. Bird is like, I don't care. I'm just going to shove my face full of food. I don't even care what you want right now. We're going to drop a Twitch. Okay. And we're going to drop a wall there. That's going to be a separator. Interesting. This is what happens, guys, when you get into hardcore planning with Tobal. This is my life in a nutshell. Oh yeah, it is this chaotic. I think I forgot a waterproof conduit here. I hope we don't run out of steel anytime soon, because we are really screwed. Who needs treatment? Oh, we need the, I think it's the food bug thingers, right? The damn gutworms? Yeah. Alright, we almost getting this power situation taken care of. We are very, very close. Can I get Logan to wake up and finish this? Oh, I just interrupted someone else's job. He's going to be grumpy. That's okay, though. That is okay. Make the power wrap down here into this. Come across to here. Kill that power conduit. This section here just needs to be finished up, and we should be in a better place. Do we still have steel? Crap. Are we out of steel? Not quite. Okay, we've got a little bit of steel left. It's beautiful chaos, people. It's beautiful chaos. Okay, so the power's starting to get stored up. We just need a couple more conduits to get finished off, and we'll have power into the rest of the base. We've got our crafting area set up in here. We will start dropping things like a... Oh, sorry. This is going to be... maybe this will be the area that we drop sandstone chunks in. Or any kind of a chunk, rather. So this will be the chunk room. And this is where we make blocks. And I did want to also block off this little area here. I think this heats things up. I'm not actually sure. But if it does, I don't want the this entire room going to like a 900 degrees and melting people inside of it. So this will be the chunk room. This eventually will get transferred over. All the items will come into here to be a nice, huge crafting room. Lovely dining hall. This will be our food production, and I actually can drop the production to get an idea or to show you an idea of what it's going to look like. So, for example, electric... Now, someone said... Can I do this? Can I do... enough to make it... How did I want to do this? Someone mentioned that it's dangerous to have your butcher in the same room as your food production because it's a hazard, health hazard. So perhaps we can do something like a really small butcher room. It's gonna be 3 wide. Kind of like any of that. So 1, 2, 3, you come in through here, and he goes in through there. And it's, that might work? We'll mess around with that and see if we like this look to it. So what I'm talking about is basically you put a butcher's table in here. They go in, and maybe this row here is all reserved for dead animals. So they come in here, they grab their frozen dead corpus. They come in, they butcher it, they drop the meat back off. And then people go through a normal door for, you know, getting whatever resources they need to continue cooking. We can have this area in the back. And I might even extend the kitchen all the way through. I don't quite know what I want to do with this big space yet. And it looks like we have enough to do what I, you know, like this will be a big, like, game room here. This will be, like I mentioned, the chunk room where we turn these chunks into stone. This will be the visitors area. This will be our crafting room. So I could extend everything back. Have a really huge kitchen, have a really huge storage area. And I still might do that down the road. Electric stove can be over here. They can grab the resources from wherever. And the brewery could be somewhere like tucked in here. And we could just have a ton of fermenting barrels. I almost don't quite like the layout. I think I will extend this down in next episode. So, how was that episode? How was that one? We're okay. I think we're okay. We do need to reset some traps here. But I think we're going to get everyone back to their normal jobs next episode. There's the rest of the power conduits. So at least people aren't going to be super grumpy about that. We still have a lot of negatives here. Unsightly environment, slept in the cold, raw food, everything negative. But we're close. We're much closer than we were. We're much closer than we were, guys. So thank you all so much for joining me for this episode of RimWorld. I do hope you enjoyed it, or were at least amused by it. And we will continue to reorganize the base, get ourselves... Now, this will be the final layout, I think, for the rest of the game. And we'll only probably continue to build deeper into the mountainside. And there is a mod that was pointed out by Zilliken, I believe, and that is a mod that lets people go in, live inside the mountain, without getting upset. So basically it turns them into dwarves, because dwarves love to be in the mountainside. By the way, I have an old order about clearing the roof. I don't want that anymore. Ignore the roof area here. Got it. So this should be back to normal. This all needs to be a roof. A roof. And we'll be golden. Oh, except for the spot somewhere like over here maybe. We're gonna have... Ooh, maybe we can just leave it like this. Remove the roof area? Not quite. So I'll have a little section here where the roof is removed so that all the hot air escapes out of the mountainside and away, you know, up in the air. So, thank you all so much for joining me for this episode of RimWorld. I hope it was enjoyable and educational in the ways of a manic mind. I do hope to see you again next episode. Take care.